I'm going to share with you 5 different weapons that you can use instead of a gun. I had a woman email me. She said, hey, my husband recently passed away. He did have guns, but I don't feel comfortable with guns. I've got really bad arthritis. I can't handle them. I can't rack the slide, pull the trigger. So what other options do I have for home defense since I'm not going to be able to use a gun? And that's what I'm going to show you right now. My name is Jason Hanson, and I'm a former CIA officer. And I own a lot of guns, a lot of knives, a lot of gear. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I recommend when I'm training people. And for various and sundry reasons, they tell me, hey, I can't use a gun for home defense. All right, let's get to the first one. And these are in no particular order. First is the flashbang flashlight. So you can see here, it is a flashlight. I'll blind you for a minute. There you go. So it's got strobe mode, it's got regular mode, it's got high, low, and all that. But the beauty of this, as you can see, it is kind of a mini baseball bat. And when I go walking late at night, or my wife does, we take this. However, I do know people who use this for home defense. Obviously, you could blind an attacker because this is over 200 lumens. And I want to say it's about 100 lumens where somebody's blinded, so that works. And of course, you can strike it with them and hit them. It's solid metal and all that. So this flashbang light, and I think the website, what is it? Flashbanglight.com. I believe that's what it is if you want to see it in action. This is one of the weapons because obviously it's not going to feel good if somebody gets their head cracked open with this. So that's one option. Still have it in your car too, not just for home defense. Another totally random option is this right here. So this looks like another flashlight, but guess what? Let me make sure it's turned on first. It is really... Now, this is a stun gun flashlight. They hurt like a son of a gun. Go watch my video where I allowed my 8-year-old son to stun me, and you'll see how bad it hurts because it does not feel good. So these are great. I train a lot of women, and they've got stalkers, these loser ex-boyfriends, loser ex-husbands, and they use this for safety. The only downside to these is this is a stun gun flashlight, meaning you've got to push in right into them for it to work. So this is not a taser. Tasers could shoot the barbs, and you certainly get them. However, a lot of people like this, and again, let me make sure I didn't flip it off. Did I just kill the battery? I think I just killed the battery. I got to recharge this one. Anyways, so the only downside of this is that you've got to be right up and touching that person. Now, again, it still hurts like a son of a gun, and if somebody's trying to kill you and you keep putting this into them, they're going to jump off you. So it is an option, a stun gun flashlight. Here is a smaller stun gun flashlight that I know a lot of people like to carry just because it easier or more easily fits in a purse and all that. And this one I did charge, so it should have battery. So there you go. Not gonna feel good either. This one is not as big to hold in your hand, maybe not as intimidating looking, even though it's just a regular flashlight, so not that intimidating looking. And it's still a stun gun flashlight, meaning you gotta press it up and touch the person, but it will not feel good. So if you don't want a gun, you could have stun gun flashlights on your nightstand for home defense and personal protection purposes. Next is this bad boy here, one of my favorites. This is a Tomahawk. This is a lightweight Tomahawk for a bug out bag, but has a nasty spike here. You can see the end. Not something that you would have, or you would want to have end up in your skull or anywhere near you. It is razor sharp, and I do have some customers who use this for home defense. Some of them live in apartments and say, hey, I'm worried about over penetration because my walls are thin. I don't want a bullet going through my neighbor's walls, which is obviously an important concern. So if you do live in an apartment, you may not want to use a gun. So some people do use this Tomahawk. Obviously, it has the intimidation factor. If some guy breaks in your front door and sees you standing there like this, they're hopefully going to think twice. But of course, you need to be prepared to use it. Meaning, not all crackheads and criminals are going to run away when they see a Tomahawk or a gun or anything pointed at them. So you always must be ready to defend yourself. So this is the ultralight Tomahawk, another option. And then last is a big blade, kind of like the Tomahawk. This is a kukri. So also has the intimidation factor. You certainly don't want to have this go down on your neck or your arm or your face. And this also works because it never runs out of bullets. And there's a little string hanging off the end of this that keeps annoying me. There we go. Got it. No, I didn't get it. There we got it. Okay. So this doesn't run out of bullets. You don't have to worry about over penetration. Easy to use. You don't need any training. You can slice, you can jab, you can do whatever. You don't have to be a black belt in karate to know how to wield and strike with this thing. So those are 5 different weapons, tools, if you can't use a gun. A gun is my first choice, but I totally understand for various reasons. Not everybody can. Maybe it's health reasons, maybe it's arthritis, or maybe you just live in a terrible place that won't allow you to have guns. Either way, figure out a weapon that works for you, but make sure you have a weapon, because if heaven forbid your alarm goes off at 3 a.m., that's not the time to say, oops, I should have had a, insert here, I should have had a Tomahawk. I should have had a giant blade. I should have had a stun gun flashlight. I should have had the flashbang flashlight. So prepare ahead of time, have something, one of these sitting on your nightstand, and hopefully you never ever have to use it. I'm former CIA officer Jason Hanson. Please like, subscribe, turn on that ring notification, and click below if you want to get the flashbang flashlight. Have a safe and wonderful rest of the day. God bless you and God bless this country.